What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we got a brand new video for you. We're going to be doing a Should You Summon video. So, this is going to come after the fact that I already summoned, but if you guys haven't checked out the video already, make sure you go take a look at it. I uploaded it earlier today. It was a collab between me and Nagato. If you guys want to check it out, it was pretty good summons. Of course, I'm always on the end of the shaft stick, unlike Nagato, but that's for another time. So in this video, we're going to be explaining, should you summon, why or why not. Now this one's a little bit trickier because this banner is nothing like any of the other banners we've seen before, even comparing it to JP. There's so many things different about it, and that's why I think this is a really good video to make, because at the end of the day, you're free to make your own decision, but, maybe your decision might get influenced by some new knowledge you didn't know. I'm always going to give you my opinion on it, but I always try to base my opinion off of the facts that we know. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you do, make sure you're already subscribed to the Mystic Watch family. I don't even know. I need a good name. My name is Mystic Watch because I try to play Overwatch, and I was garbage at Overwatch, but the name stuck. So I need a good group name if someone can figure it out. Besides that, we're almost at 30k subs. You guys have been insane with just the amount of views and engagement and everything. So appreciate it once again, and let's jump into the video. So starting off, this bond is a coin shop unit. What that means is, and this is basing it on JP, because now things are actually turning out to be a little bit different. Coin shop units are, at least in JP terms, are units that are exclusive to the coin shop, meaning that you are not able to summon them on banner. And perfect example are these two units right here. We have the Diane and the King. They're both free to play. However, the remaining coin shop units are not free to play. They ended up, just being in the game, just in the coin shop, and that was it. So this bond appeared as a banner first, but for example, when the bond came out on JP, he came out week 2 of JP, and he was just in the shop, and we would see who was coming next, right? It would say the same way how this looks like. We would see a character here, and then it would show us which character is coming next. That's how we knew who was coming out. But they're doing it significantly different than how JP is being done. And one thing to start off is, we didn't get Bond till week 3, whereas we got him week 2 of JP. Then on top of that, we have no idea who's coming out next. So to keep in mind, when I say coin shop unit, this is not a coin shop unit, because this King is a summonable unit. Coin shop units are these units that are not able to be found in banners. However, with the introduction of this bond, things changed drastically. This bond is a really, really amazing unit. And I would highly suggest, if you get him, it's wonderful. But this isn't a matter of how good is this bond, it's a matter of, is this banner worth summoning on with everything we know about the game coming forward, who's about to be released, things like that. That's what you got to keep in mind. I know in my previous video, where I talk about Bond's breakdown, and I go over all of his moves, a lot of people were saying, I'm going to skip and save for Gowther. I'm going to skip and save for Gowther. That is perfectly fine. However, there's 2 points to that. One, by summoning on this banner, you are getting more... It's never a waste to summon, in the sense that as long as you're pulling SSRs, you're always getting coins, right? And those coins can be used to purchase these coin shop units. So as long as you have 5 platinum coins, you will be able to pick up any coin shop unit that you need. That is perfectly fine. If you want to summon, you can go ahead and summon. What I like to say is, the best thing to do is, if if the unit is good, and this bond is definitely worth it, right? The unit is good, do 1 rotation on them. And this isn't like Naruto Blazing or another game where a rotation means like 9 multis, or 5 multis, or 10 multis. The rotation, when I look at a rotation simply means go to the pity summon. And that is completely dependent on how many SSRs you get throughout the, as you're doing your multis. But worst case scenario, if you pulled 0 SSRs until the pity, that is 180 gems. It's 5 multis, 150 gems, and then the next multi, that 6th one, is the guarantee. But that can increase, the amount of gems you spend increases depending on how many SSRs you actually pull. I like to go in with around like 210 gems. You know, willing to spend like 210 gems. That's kind of like my nice goal when it comes to summoning. Now, there's a couple things that are different with this banner that need to be taken into account. One, he isn't in the coin shop right now. He will be in the coin shop. That's already confirmed. We already knew that he's going to be in the coin shop. But for example, in JP, the original 6 Sins, not including Escanor, all started in the coin shop and were never a banner. When they dropped Escanor around New Year's, they released him in a banner, and they also released him in the coin shop at the same time. And then when Escanor's banners left, he was no longer, you know, a banner unit. You know, you could never get him from a banner again. That was the main thing. So that's what I was expecting them to do here, is that they would release the unit in the coin shop as well as a banner at the same time. Now, besides that, so for the most part, we know that once Bond leaves, he will end up in the coin shop. It doesn't give us an exact date, but we can expect next Tuesday. A good assumption is that next Tuesday he will end up in the coin shop. However, you know, it could be 1 week after that, but I think next Tuesday is a good you know, point to set that at. When it comes to this specific text, new heroes are added. I can't show you, but right here. New heroes are added to hero draw after pickup period. That is the key text right there. That's saying that once this bond goes away, he will end up in the general pool of character. And that is huge. Because not only will he be in the coin shop, it seems like what Global is doing is they're adding all the coin shop units through the normal banners to make them less exclusive. And that is an absolutely amazing W for every free-to-play player out there. Because these units are so expensive to get, and I don't mean by just gem standards, from the fact that without the banners, if you want to get them, let's say you miss this banner, right? You start the game 2 weeks from now and this bond is not in a, you know, you miss this banner and he's only in the coin shop. What do? You have to summon enough to get 5 SSR coins, meaning you have to have already had 5 SSRs prior to that, unless you pull the same one 5 times. But let's say it's 5 different SSRs. You have had to already own those 5 SSRs and then pull another 5. So, you know, it's not easy for someone to do early on in the game. It becomes easier over time once you have most of the units. But earlier on, it is not easy to do. Meaning that if this guy is in the general pool, you have a chance of pulling him, you know, just on every single banner possible. Every single banner that offers Bond should have this unit in there. And that is absolutely amazing. So I'm assuming this isn't a typo, and this is how it's going to be. And because of that, it means that it is okay to not summon. If this wasn't the case, if this was not going to be added to the general pool, at that point I would say do a rotation, because it's always going to be worth it. Because at the end of the day, you will end up with 5. If you've been playing from day 1, you will end up with 5 SSR coins by Gowther. And Gowther is the superior unit. And Gowther's longevity is significantly longer. Right? Even to this day, Gowther is a must-have unit, always used on every single mode of content, between PvE, Super Boss Battle, Training Cave, PvP, whatever you can name, he's there. Right? Gowther is there for everything. And Gowther is better. But that doesn't mean just because, you know, I hate this logic of, we know someone better is coming, therefore save infinitely until that unit comes out. By that logic, you should never summon on anything, right? You're here to play this game, to play the game, right? Not gem farming simulator. So this bond will be good for a very long time. It might not be game-breaking good. Currently he is, right? If you have this bond today and you go into PvP, you will destroy everyone. Because no one can deal with this bond yet. And that's why it made him so good. Because Bond's counters didn't exist, or currently don't really exist that well. A lot of what destroyed Bond is when Escanor dropped, and Escanor could just one rotation Bond and kill him pretty. Even though they were matching units, Bond's strength comes from the fact that he has a strong AoE clear and high sustain with his lifesteal. But if you burst down the Bond, then all of a sudden the Bond is completely useless, and eventually people's stats start getting so high that Bond just stops doing damage to them that well. Eventually we will get UR gear, and that'll bring Bond back into relevance, and he's still being used today in PvP teams. You know, at top end, high end challenger PvP teams, he's still being used today. He's not as good in ungeared as time goes on, but in geared he is still really, really strong. So don't regret pulling for him. If you want to pull for him, really go ahead. But my recommendation at the end of the day is, if you are like above like 500 gems, 600 gems, do 180, do your rotation. If you get Bond early, stop. If you don't get him, just leave it alone. Hopefully you got some SSRs, you managed to get some coins, and then he will be added to the general pool, which hopefully means you guys are saving your tickets, which I am not because I just used mine when I got the 2 the other day. But for example, if I'm saving my tickets here, who knows? Maybe I do get the Bond, right? A 0.1% chance, but you never know. Either way, that's what I like to do. I like to hoard up my tickets, and then if I miss a unit, summon them then. But, like I said, the key things to take away from this is Bond will be added to the coin shop. However, 5 platinum coins is expensive when a unit is available in the banners. Bond is really, 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 really good, but will end up falling out of flavor in about 2 months' time, I would say. And that is fine. Gowther, who will come out, is going to be significantly better. And if you want to save your gems in order to guarantee getting Gowther, that is also fine. Now keep in mind, is that one thing to note, when these banner comes out, it doesn't seem like they're going to be dropping that unit into the coin shop the same week. So you're going to end up going a full week without actually having that coin shop unit. So for people who are playing PvP on the high end, that actually matters a lot. So if you're waiting to pick them up at the coin shop, that is one of the cons. One last thing I wanted to show off, or let me see if I can scroll down, find it. Right here. So we're going to hop over to the desktop and take a look at, this is Hideki's Twitter channel. Make sure you check it out. It's Hideki R_L. You can see it right here. He does all the data mining for the game, and you can see here that we saw this banner ahead of time. There was a Merlin, which we had last week, there was the Bond that we had this week, and then it seems like these are the banners coming up. Chances are we are going to get a Merlin and Bond combination banner, which could be next week. Then there's Coin Shop Merlin and Helbram, Demon Meliodas and Galland, and then Gowther. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is, if you skip this banner and these double banners come out, these double banners are significantly better, right? They're just infinitely better. It's 2 featured units, 2 units that you want to get in every single situation here, besides this Gowther. But Gowther is good enough that even if he's by himself, you want to get him. So hopefully that explains things a little bit more, clears up, some confusion or how this banner is going to work. And once again, if you guys haven't watched the summon videos that I did with Nagato, check them out. Part 1's on my channel, Part 2 will be on his channel, and it's also linked down below. Down below on that video. And thank you guys for sticking around to the end. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.